Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about the holdings of US debt in foreign countries, especially China, has been on a steady decline. So here we can see that China has been selling US debt for the past quarter and it's trying to diversify away from US assets. And there's a couple reasons behind that. Let's dig deeper into this. So per Bloomberg, China sold a record amount of Treasury and US agency bonds in the first quarter, highlighting the Asian nation's move to diversify away from American assets as trade tensions persist. This is the first reason. As the trade relationship between the US and China deteriorates, China will need to de-risk itself from holding US assets due to sanction risks and all that might follow due to deteriorating relationships. So Beijing offloaded a total of 53.3 billion of treasuries and agency bonds combined in the first quarter. So in just 3 months, they sold off 53 billion of US debt. According to data based on from US Department of Treasury. Belgium is the custodian of China's holdings, disposed of 22 billion of treasuries during the period. China's investments in the US are garnering renewed investor attention amid signs that tensions between world's largest economies may worsen. Joe Biden has unveiled sweeping tariff hikes on a range of Chinese imports, while his predecessor Donald Trump said he might impose a levy of more than 60% on Chinese goods if elected. So whoever gets elected doesn't matter. It's gonna the relationship between China and the US is gonna continue to deteriorate. The tariffs are gonna go up, and the price of consumer products are gonna go up. Even as inflation cools down. So these are bound to happen at this point. As China is selling both despite the fact that we are closer to a Fed rate cut cycle, there should be a clear intention of diversifying away from US dollar holdings, said Stephen Chui, Chief Asia Foreign Exchange and Rates Strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence. China's selling of US securities could speed up as US China trade war resumes, especially if Trump returns as a president. With China selling dollar assets, its holdings of gold have risen in the nation's official reserves. The share of the precious metal in the reserves climbed to 4.9% in April, the highest according to central bank data going back to 2015. China and countries with close ties to it have increased their holdings of gold in foreign exchange reserves since 2015, while countries in the US bloc have kept them broadly stable. This suggests that gold purchased by some central banks may have been driven by concerns about sanction risk, she said. Yeah, so the holdings of US Treasury is going down, but the holdings of gold is going up. There's clear reasons behind why they are doing this because gold is like gold has always been a form of currency and value storation. So it will never lose its value and its price will go up as inflation is diluting and debasing the currencies. So gold will always be a good form of store of value, and the governments that use gold can bypass the sanctions of the U.S. because they're not using the dollars. The U.S. sanctions only works if you are trying to do business and trade using the U.S. dollar. right? Because that's the currency that the U.S. controls. But if you use other forms of currency like gold or Bitcoin or what have you, then you don't have such risks of getting sanctioned by any particular country because you are not using the currency of any particular country, right? So that's another reason why they are rotating their holdings into gold, which is a good thing, and many countries have already been doing that for a long time. So yeah, there's also long-term implications for decreased foreign holdings of U.S. debt. As less and less countries willing to buy the U.S. debt, all those new debt and existing debt have to be absorbed by the U.S. itself and its allies, right? And by doing that, it's gonna cause higher inflation because there's less countries to absorb all that debt and currencies, right? So as more currencies that will be circulating within the U.S. and less of it will be circulating around the world, right? Then the U.S. itself has to digest all that excessive printed money, all that excessive currency, and inevitably has to cause higher prices of everything and lead to higher inflations, right? So that is a very important aspect to consider going forward as well. As countries are dumping the U.S. debt, so the U.S. has to buy them itself, pretty much. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and find the information useful. With that being said, don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. With that being said, I will see you in my next video.